Hello everybody, good morning. Hello everybody, good morning. You guys, what do you guys think about my English accent? Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So excited once again. We are on day 6, and day 6 is consisting of, we have the full English breakfast, okay? Now, if you were to go to the UK, this is what a typical breakfast is. So you guys, today, by request, we are having a full English breakfast. The full English breakfast consists of beans. How I made these beans were, I used tomato paste and I used onions, and I simmered the beans together and all the flavor and yummy, seasoned them. I'm not sure how their beans are supposed to taste, but I did see somebody use tomato paste while they made it, and they put onions in it. So I chopped the onions up, I sauteed, I simmered it really well together. We have sausage here. It consists of sausage, tomato, mushrooms, toast back here. We have bacon back here. Now I saw some people do bacon, and then there's another part of they use the back of the pork. So they use the back of, I don't really know what that name is, I don't really know what it's called, but they use the back portion of that pork. So, and then I fried an egg here, and I made sure to keep the yolk intact, and I fried it in olive oil and butter. And when the egg got into the pan, I basted with that olive oil and butter to keep that egg intact, okay? And also still cook the top, but make sure that it's, I guess it's considered over easy. And then we have the sausage, and then we have the mushrooms back here, and we have our toast, and we have everything here, you guys. This smells absolutely amazing. Now, if this is your food, you guys, give me a thumbs up. If you are British and this is your favorite breakfast, please let me know. 21 Savage is drooling right now, okay? And then I have some tea, of course, because they drink a lot of tea. So this is just lemon ginger tea that I'm drinking. How are you guys doing today? I am super excited. I'm ready to dig in, okay? You guys, without further ado, I don't want to waste any more time. I'm ready to dig in. These beans smell so good, you guys. I definitely highly recommend. I think you guys should definitely eat this breakfast. It smells incredible, and it's not too heavy. I can cook. I can cook. Oh my god. They use regular. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So let me tell you guys how I made it to make my life easier and to make your life easier as well. Hold on, you guys. This tomato is juicy. These are tomatoes on the vine. You guys, look at that. Oh, I done dropped it. Here's my egg. It's dripping a little bit. Wow. Honey. That is so good. To make your life easier, you can take this is my new breakfast. This is actually the perfect breakfast for me because the only thing I would add is probably some potatoes. This is my perfect breakfast because I am not really a big fan of like pancakes. I'll eat it, but that's not what I would order for breakfast. Because you know, for an American breakfast, we do pancakes, waffles, we do French toast, and that's very heavy. There's nothing wrong with it, but this is not as heavy. I love the fresh tomatoes. So basically what I did was, to make your life a lot easier, I put everything on a baking dish. I put my sausage, I put my bacon. Now I didn't fry this bacon. Their bacon, or their whatever is the meat that they use, the pork that they use, it doesn't look crispy. It actually looks like this. So that is delicious, you guys. So it's not crispy or fried or anything like that. It actually looks like a piece of ham. So like I said, I didn't have that, but I did see somebody use bacon. So anyway, I put everything on a baking dish. It just bursts right in your mouth. It's a roasted tomato. And these tomatoes taste delicious. It doesn't have anything on it. No seasoning, no nothing. Just straight up the flavor of the tomato. So I put my sausage, my bacon, my mushrooms, and my tomatoes all on one baking dish. And I put it in the oven. I fried my egg and I put my beans on top of the stove. I seasoned my beans with, like I said, tomato paste, some onion, and all my favorite seasoning. That's how I saw the guy doing it. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to taste, but right before my meat was almost finished, I added my tomatoes because I know that they don't take long to cook. So I roasted them. And the house smells delicious. The house smells so good, you guys. Excuse me. The beans. Oh, Ryan, give me a second. The beans. Oh, Ryan's outside and he sees me eating, so now he wants to meow. Excuse me. I know there's one thing that I'm actually missing, which is the blood sausage, and it looks like black. It looks like a hard black something, but it's actually, I guess, a sausage. I couldn't find that. So that is the only thing I'm missing right now. But everything came out so good, you guys. My eggs, everything just looks absolutely delicious. And it tastes really, really good. I think you would love this. I think you would love this breakfast if you don't like heavy breakfast. Oh, Ryan. Now you see me eating and now you want to come in. Yeah, this is absolutely delicious. Hold on, you guys. Let me let this cat in. Sorry about that, you guys. Excuse me. But yeah, you guys, this is really, really good. Excuse me. So thank you so much for requesting this meal. And it's so good. And you guys, the timing was just unbelievable. Queen Elizabeth's son just got crowned today. I saw that. I got a notification on my phone. So I was like, oh wow, what? I didn't even plan it that way. So, please try this, you guys. Try this breakfast. And guess what else, you guys? When I was in Nigeria, my husband and I, we went to a resort. And this is the breakfast that they served us. I had no idea that this was an English breakfast. I didn't know that I was eating an English breakfast until I saw what the English breakfast consists of when I was getting ready to do this video. So I actually have had this breakfast before, but of course it doesn't taste like mine because mine is delicious. I even used the grease from the sausage and the bacon, and I actually added that to these beans. It's absolutely delicious. Everything is bursting with flavor. So yeah, you guys, this is really, really good. I think you'll really love it. I love it. And I definitely definitely we'll be making this more often. I do love my American breakfast, but like I said, I'm not big on, it's so heavy. It's just so heavy. The grits, the pancakes, and it's delicious, don't get me wrong, but you be falling asleep right after you eat it. The grits, the potatoes, the bacon, the sausage. Some people add fish, some people, I mean, yum. The eggs came out perfectly. Perfect. So easy. Now, I would have put this on a dish, like a white plate, a big white plate, but I don't have one, so don't take points off me for that. You guys, this is absolutely delicious. Them beans are banging. Banging. Honey, 21 Savage is drooling right now. Y'all know that's where he's from, right? Honey. Oh my god, this is so good, y'all. Mm. Mmm. The egg is still runny. Yum. It's so good. Roasted tomatoes are so good. Oh my gosh, I tore that up, y'all. Wow. I am full. Shout out to you if you are from the UK. I don't know much about the culture, so if I say something that sounds crazy, I don't know. So please forgive me for that, but shout out to you if you are British. Is British and England, I think it's the same. Is it the same thing, or it's like around the same region? I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna do my research when I get off of this. But shout out to you if you're English. Let's just say English, because this is an English breakfast. Shout out to you guys. Absolutely delicious. I definitely think, I'm gonna be honest, I definitely think I would lean more to the English breakfast versus the American breakfast for me personally, because like I said, I don't like pancakes. I mean, I like them, but I don't really, if I eat breakfast, I'm not getting pancakes. I would literally do like a toast or a French toast, or just leave it out completely. But I do like the potatoes that we do in our American breakfast. We don't do tomatoes in our American breakfast. If we do that, it's added to the eggs. Maybe for like just a topping or something like that. We don't do mushrooms. We definitely do sausages, and we don't do beans. So I would probably mix both breakfasts together. I love the roasted tomato, so I would keep that. I love the fried egg, over easy, just like that. Sausage and the bacon, absolutely. I would probably do without the beans, or maybe every once in a while have beans, but these beans were absolutely delicious. Again, I don't know what the authentic is supposed, like I had it in Nigeria, so it wasn't really nothing too special for me. I mean, I could have did without it, but these beans are banging that I just made. And I would probably do without the mushrooms next time, because I'm not really, I mean, I like mushrooms, but it's fine. I don't need it. And the tea, you guys, you know, we don't do like tea like that. We do like orange juice or apple juice, or coffee. Some people do coffee, and some people might do tea if you're a tea lover. But we usually just do like orange juice or apple juice or cranberry juice or something like that. But you guys, I tore this up. As you can see, I enjoyed it. Very, very delicious, simple, fresh ingredients, healthy, pretty healthy. It is pretty healthy. And I don't know if I'm going to feel sleepy after this video like I would if I had an American breakfast. But yes, you guys, this is the full English breakfast minus the blood sausages. I love you all so much. Shout out to you if you're British, if you're English, if you're from England. Help us in the comment section of what the difference is, because I really don't know. Is it the same? Is it the same region? Is it? I don't know, you guys. Help us out in the comment section because it's literally like two different worlds, honestly. Like, you know, us Americans, we don't really know much about your culture. You guys probably don't know much about our culture. I know for a fact because I've seen interviews of, excuse me, of English people saying what they think they know about Americans, and Americans saying what they think they know about English people. We really don't know much about each other's culture unless you study and, you know, give yourself more knowledge of the world and people and culture and stuff like that. But just as a whole, we don't really know. You know, we're just in our own little bubble, guys. And I'm pretty sure you guys are in your own little bubble as well. But I do think we do have a lot of similarities. I always say I feel like we are pretty similar, but we are very different at the same time. I kind of look at it like two sisters or two siblings from the same family, and they are completely opposite. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I look at it, because it's so similar, but yet it's so different at the same time. So yes, you guys, shout out to you guys. And that's what is so amazing about food. Food can bring us all together. We can get a taste of everybody's culture, whoever's culture, by tasting the food. Isn't that amazing? And another fun fact is, again, when I was in Nigeria, I noticed so many things that they do, kind of like some of the words that they use, some of the English words that they use. They use a lot of formal words. A lot of British people, they use their English language is very formal, and we in America, not all the time, is informal. So I noticed that when I was in Nigeria, like I said, I had the English breakfast. Football, which is what we call soccer, is very popular in Nigeria, and it's also extremely popular. And it's also very popular in the UK. Also, I wore a fascinator. I wore a fascinator on my wedding, and they wear fascinators for special events, tea parties, you know, different things that they have going on. The women wear fascinators, which is like the headpiece. I wore one of those when I was in Nigeria. And just also, they do have a little bit of influence. They do have a little bit of the British influence, because they were actually colonized, you guys. And my husband actually taught me this. They were actually colonized, and they gained independence in 1960. So they got colonized in the mid 1900s, and then they got in the 1960s they had their independence. So I thought that was pretty cool and interesting. So it's amazing how a lot of these countries that were colonized by the British, they still, even though they gained their independence, they still have a little bit of that influence. Like with some of the food, like for an example, my husband, he likes to drink tea in the morning, or like coffee or tea or biscuits. And I would be like, we don't eat biscuits, we don't drink tea. Like, I mean, if you're an individual and you like tea, fine, but that's not a thing. Like, you know what I mean? So he liked to drink tea, he liked to eat biscuits, and his family, same thing with his family. And they had me wearing a fascinator. Some of the words that they use, like rubbish, I heard my husband say that, but that is the influence of the British. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, you guys, we're all learning and growing together. So shout out to you again if you're British, if you're English, and this is your typical breakfast. It was absolutely delicious. I definitely will be incorporating this in my, you know, whenever I desire breakfast in the morning, and even making it for my husband as well. I definitely think my Americans that are watching this, or anybody that's watching it, I definitely think you should try it. I think you would absolutely like it. If you like anything on this tray, you're gonna like it. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow for another video. Shout out to you again. If you're English and you enjoyed this video, please let me know down below. Give us a little bit of history, because I mean, clearly we don't know. We're very ignorant, and that's okay. We all are learning and growing, and it's okay. But we don't want to stay ignorant, you know what I mean? Help us in the comment section. Let us know anything that you can teach us or tell us. Let us know. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye.